Hey everybody, it's Andrew and I'm continuing my coverage here from CES 2019, and I got a chance to check out Lenovo already. I already posted that video, and now I'm about to show you Dell, Huawei, Samsung, and a lot of other stuff that I was able to check out. Dell, I was happy to see a refresh or a redesign or a slight redesign in the Dell Xps 13, moving the camera from the bottom of the display to the top of the display. No more up your nose webcam, and that's pretty good. Now, they also came out with a new color. It's called Frost, in addition to the rose gold and the silver that we've seen in the past. The thing that caught my attention at the Huawei booth is the Huawei MateBook 13.
Now, the MateBook 13 came out of really nowhere. I wasn't expecting this one. Having reviewed the MateBook X Pro last year, one of my favorite ultra portables, this certainly came as a nice surprise, although the specs are not quite as good as the MateBook X Pro, just a notch below, but good nonetheless. You're looking at a unibody all-metal design, a 2K display, a touch display, along with some really nice features, as well as the fingerprint sensor, which also doubles as the power button that we've come to love on the MateBook Pro line. Now, unlike the MateBook X Pro, which has a 13.9-inch display, this is a 13-inch display with a slightly lower resolution. This one's 2160 by 1440. That's a 2K display as opposed to the 3K display you get with the MateBook X Pro. Now, it's not as bright as the MateBook X Pro. This will get up to 300 nits, whereas the MateBook X Pro actually got over 400 nits in my testing. So that's something to keep an eye on when I review this. But it really is a nice display nonetheless. It's a touch display, very responsive, and I'm looking forward to testing it even further. Now, the bezels are not quite as thin as the MateBook X Pro. That's because they put a camera in the top bezel, which is unlike the MateBook X Pro, which had it on the keyboard, which was a chin cam basically. So I'm happy they did put it in the proper place. The bezels are pretty thin nonetheless, so I'm happy with that compromise. But we'll test it in my studio when I do get a review unit. Now, you can get it with a Core i5 or a Core i7, 8th generation Intel processors. If you elect for the Core i7, it comes with a GeForce MX150 GPU, so if you want a little bit extra horsepower in terms of graphics, choose the Core i7 model. Now, I spoke to Huawei. They're hopefully sending me a review unit very soon, so stay tuned for an unboxing and review of the MateBook 13. I look forward to that. They were also showcasing the Huawei Watch Gt. It's a smartwatch that's not running Wear OS, surprisingly, but its own proprietary OS. It's very similar to Wear OS based on the initial observation I made on this. Hopefully I will be getting one to review, so stay tuned for that. I know my smartwatch fans want to see more smartwatches, so this one might be an interesting one to test out compared to, say, something like the Samsung Galaxy Watch or the TicWatch Pro, two of my favorites of 2018. Let's see how the Huawei Watch GT will hold up. But either way, I thought I was impressed with it. They're touting some really great battery life, especially if you put it in the extended battery mode, much like the TicWatch Pro. So that's something I'm interested in checking out to see what kind of battery life you'll get with the Huawei Watch GT. So stay tuned for an unboxing and review coming very soon on that.
Now, of course, I saw the sub-brand Honor while in the Huawei booth.
Now, this was a smartphone that garnered a lot of attention this year at CES 2019, primarily because of that hole punch camera, which is a different take on the bezel-less designs. We've been seeing a lot of notches last year, and this time this is a hole punch. This is a different take on it, and I guess the jury's still out on whether or not it's the best way to go about it, but it did gain a lot of attention here at CES 2019, and for good reason. This is a nice-looking phone with a really sharp design. I'm very impressed with it. I plan on reviewing it very soon, so stay tuned for that. And while there, I also saw the Honor Magic 2, another interesting choice from Honor. I hope to review that as well.
Now, I was also able to go over to Samsung.
Now, the Samsung booth is located in the central hall, and it's really impressive. They really did a nice job in terms of the visual displays. Everything really stood out to me, except their notebook line, which left me a little bit underwhelmed. I got a chance to check out the Notebook 9 Pro, all new for 2019, and to be honest, I was not impressed all that much. The design seems a little bit dated in my opinion. It sports a 1080p resolution in terms of the display. Kind of wish it was a higher resolution display, either a 2K or even a 4K would have been nice. And they also showed off the Notebook Flash, a budget-oriented notebook which has a little bit of a retro design in terms of the looks. I'm not sure I really like it as far as the way the aesthetics look, the rounded keys. I'm not really sure this is in my camp as far as what I like to see, but I guess for the budget-minded, it might be okay. It doesn't have the best processors, it doesn't have the most speed in terms of performance, but I'll check it out hopefully soon. But again, I'm not really crazy about that design. And I got a chance to check out the Notebook 9 pen, which was previously announced, and it's okay. Design is adequate, I guess. It's okay, nothing outstanding. It's a good 2-in-1 convertible, but nothing as far as outstanding in my opinion. Now, HP didn't have anything really new to offer except a new color for the HP Spectre Folio, one of my favorite 2-in-1 convertibles from last year, with a really interesting design with that leather casing. I absolutely love it, and the new color looks really interesting as well. But what really caught my attention and it really got me excited was that OLED display coming up for the HP Spectre X360 15T with the gem cut design. This thing is absolutely gorgeous. The screen is simply off the charts. Now, they didn't tell me when this was going to be released. It will be sometime this year, early this year, I was told, so stay tuned for that. I will be getting a review unit from HP, so stay tuned. I'm very excited about this one. So please hit the like button, please subscribe, please share this video. Don't forget to leave a comment in that comment section below. Let me know how I'm doing. Let me know if there's a device or something out there you think I should review. I'll do my best to try to make that happen. Don't forget to check me out on Facebook, on Twitter, Instagram, and of course my website, amdtechreviews.com. So until next time, this is Andrew from AMD Tech. See ya.